Today on X-Play, ooh, sparks are pretty in Triggerman. Shocking revelations about these D-list celebrities.
No comment.
And we don't think the fish are the selling point of Pro Fishing Challenge. Who are we to judge? It's game time. Please welcome the most unprofessional professional nerds in show business, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Hello and welcome to X-Play, the show where being slandered by the announcer is just par for the course.
Yes, on today's episode, we have a fishing game. Yeah, we don't know why either.
We also have a mob-themed shoot-'em-up.
A game about a very angry wolf for the Game Boy Advance.
A military shooter.
And another edition of our cartoon series, It Came from Xbox Live.
Plus, we question our own integrity in a shocking expose.
We have integrity?
No.
Oh. And last but not least, a mod of Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
But we kick things off with a game that we can't believe was actually made. Pro Fishing Challenge. Here's our preview. With all the shooting, jumping, humping, and frog golf, you're probably saying to yourself, what about the forcible removal of aquatic denizens for fun and profit simulators? Lucky for you, someone's eavesdropping outside of some odd windows because it's Pro Fishing Challenge for the Xbox. That's as big as my hopes and dreams. Oh yeah, you're not supposed to see this, so we'll cover it up with stuff. Now, unbeknownst to me, people who fish are hot. Look at these ladies, the line casting so pronounced and fishing-like with form-fitting fishing stuff and the like. And these strapping hunks of hooking helpless hunks of halibut and hammerhead just drip with the virility and testosterone of their real-life counterparts.
Awesome.
And like any good metrosexual, it's all about accessories. And like David Beckham on Paradise Island, there are a lot of options. But that's only the beginning, because this game allows you all the freedom associated with being on a small boat in an enclosed body of water. You can go here, or here, and even here. Hold on. Oh, wow! Well, you better grip your pole a little tighter and longer there, bucko, because you're going to have to account for night and day, weather, water temperature, and ecology. That's like 4 things. But what's fishing without tricking a hapless Piscean into jamming a barbed hook into its mouth? This is the point of the game, and it seems to be serving it up good. Casting is a trick of timing. You ideally want to wait until this bar fills up for that 1 Google second. Then there's the waiting. I'll just let my thoughts drift. Madeline Albright's being too cute. And then the fun part, yanking that suckered scaly swimmer out of its home environment. This being an early version of the game, it sometimes came without the fish attached, but we can fix that. Look who it is. No more jam music for you, hippies. I got Kilgore Trout. And look at this beautiful Lance Bass. Well, Pro Fishing Challenge looked well on its way to serve up all the joy and the most contemplative of sports. Plus, you can play in your underwear and spill beer on the rug. I should work in marketing. I like this game because when you pull invisible fish out of the water, it looks like your character is doing bad improv object work.
Now, did anyone else notice that the last fish you caught was called a crappie? A crappie?
Yes, my friends, the crappie is either of 2 edible North American sunfishes, the black crappie or the white crappie. I think we found the new dick.
Now, even more frightening is the fact that there is an actual American Crappie Association, which boasts that it is an organization for crappie fishermen. I, in my 10-year-old maturity level, love this country.
But enough of this crappie talk. Right now, we have a shocking expose about X-Play and the lies we tell.
We don't lie to you.
See what I'm talking about?
The year is 2003. In a review of an innocuous shooter called Mobile Light Force 2, it is claimed that there was, in fact, never a Mobile Light Force 1. All well and good until almost a year later. On a routine errand, X-Play intern Chris Iverson discovers something shocking. Mobile Light Force 1. Iverson quickly took the find to his superiors.
Oh, Sonic's blue. Mario has a hat.
Upon inspection, the game encourages the player to use your special attacks, launch your bombs, and keep your enemies from discovering the mirror. It also wisely reassures us that the most ambitious will prevail. Faced with this startling revelation, X-Play co-host Adam Sessler springs into action.
Hey, when did the Xbox come out?
As word leaked out and the public experienced the blisteringly average 2D graphics and the incomparably mediocre gameplay, the pressure increased. Co-host Morgan Webb was the first to crack.
Miss Webb, what did you say about the allegations?
No comment.
Is this standard operating procedure at X-Play?
Look, we didn't know.
We didn't know. The deflective excuse of those corrupted by power and caught with their autocratic hands in the cookie jar of deception. But not even the sheer power of celebrity can contain the truth. And today, the truth is Mobile Light Force.
I like the cop glasses, Morgan. That's a good look for you.
Thanks. But seriously, getting ambushed by fake journalists on the escalator is so totally uncool. I'm only a celebrity in select cable markets. Save the paparazzi stuff for someone really famous, like Pauly Shore, or one of those people from Who Wants to Marry My Dad.
Coming up, taking aim at Trigger Man and fun with rabies in Sabre Wulf.
Brought to you by Gamefly.com. Go to Gamefly.com to get your free trial.
At Gamefly, rent the hottest titles for Xbox, PS2, GameCube, and GBA. Games like Madden 2005 and Rainbow Six 3 Black Arrow. No due dates, no late fees, free delivery. Go to Gamefly.com for your free trial. Gamefly, the smartest way to rent games.
What are you doing?
Shopping.
The one you want. Circuit City has the latest high-def LCD and flat-screen TVs, all at great low prices. Stop by today and take home this Magnabox 51-inch high-def widescreen for only $999.99. Right now at Circuit City.
Unscrewed with Martin Sargent. Next.
Once again, two people who are constantly at orange alert, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
That's because fans keep trying to get my IP address.
And I'm scared of everything. Welcome back to X-Play, the show where we try to keep an open mind. We try really, really hard, even when games like Trigger Man cross our paths.
Yeah, Trigger Man is a third-person shooter where you work for the mob.
Which sounds like a tough gig, but they get great medical and dental benefits. And they cover funeral costs, too, or they put your body in the trunk of a Cadillac and push it away.
Right. Now, of course, this is not the first mob-themed game we've seen this year. There's also Gangland and Mafia for the PS2. But Trigger Man manages to distance itself from the rest of the pack
by appearing to be totally unfinished. Here's our preview of Trigger Man.
Are you out of work looking for a new career where you can combine your talents and interests? Does the finger you use for pointing ever itch for something more? Then you too can find excitement and success pulling triggers professionally in Trigger Man for the PS2. Hold it! Your first step on your run and gun adventure is to find a virtual Dawn looking for someone with your specific skill set. You should, however, be open-minded. Maybe this place doesn't look so good. Maybe this Dawn isn't the most well-spoken individual. Maybe he doesn't even talk out loud. But hey, things could change before the game comes out. Hold it! Of course, at XA, we have a long-standing tradition of not criticizing preview copies of games. We like to give them the benefit of the doubt because, hey, they aren't done yet. Which would explain why I have to shoot this guy 8 times before he falls over. Still, I will only say nice things about this game. The first level takes place in a casino, and I love gambling. Oh, look, Sparks! Sparks are pretty. And I also love shooting people. Maybe not this many times in a row, but I'm sure if I switch to a higher caliber weapon like a shotgun, it'll all work out. Or maybe not. Ah, I see. The shotgun works from a distance, but like most weapons, it's ineffective at close range when you point it right at someone. Or maybe not. How exactly did I just kill that guy? Well, apparently shooting people in the head is much more effective. You just go ahead and shoot at me while I aim, buddy. This will all be over soon. Hey, running into the corner won't save you. The game also has a stealth component, or at least a ducking component. Let's see, water, coffee, or delicious health pack. Yum! Ooh, what's behind this door? Sorry, wrong room! So far, there doesn't seem to be any voice acting, but here's what it might sound like when there is. Damn, the Johns are quick. I can't be nailed with these diamonds, and if I whack any of these coppers, that will bring down too much heat on the family. Wait, John's whacking, getting nailed? What exactly is he talking about? Well, maybe we'll find out when Triggerman guns its way onto the PS2 later this year. Ooh, more sparks!
Let me reiterate, preview copies are not yet finished, so this game could get a lot better, right?
Yes, of course it could. And Orlando Bloom could fall from the sky if I wish hard enough.
You know, it would hurt if he fell on top of you. It could kill you. You know, a video game host being crushed by a falling elf is the nerdiest death ever.
Yeah, touche.
Now let's move on to something more realistic. A game about a hyper-intelligent wolf that lives in a statue and steals things.
He doesn't really live in a statue. He just gets put there when he's captured. Here's our review of Sabre Wulf for the Game Boy Advance. Sabre Wulf is the story of an old British chap named Sabreman and a maligned wolf named Sabre Wulf. W-U-L-F. Yeah. It's not a story of friendship, but one of bitter rivalry and casual puzzle solving. You are more doddering than violent and prefer to jump under or over obstacles rather than destroy them. That's not to say you are defenseless. You rely on a menagerie of creatures to help you along the way. You save them from locked bags, which really makes no sense. Maybe it's a British thing. And you have to figure out which of your creatures will be the best to get you to the end the fastest. The nice thing is that there's usually more than one way to do things. Don't have another kicking guy? Try a sticky guy. Or you could just try and slip under it and save your creatures for later. Once you get to the end, you steal back the treasure. Sabre Wulf gets pissed, and you run like the wind back to your tent, where it's safe for some reason.
Gently, Bentley.
Maybe it's high-tech tent cloth. Maybe it's covered in coyote pee. If you don't make it, Sabre Wulf feasts on your body. You're graded on your performance, too, but you can always go right back in to improve your score from bronze to silver to gold, which definitely helps the game's replay value. You also visit villages and swamps and stuff and wander around RPG style talking to people while waiting for new holes to open up and lead you to a new level. You can also buy new animals and armor from the people to help you along the way. Sabre Wulf is definitely shallow and doesn't do anything new, but it makes up for some of its simplistic gameplay with short levels perfect for quick spurts on handheld. It's also not without its charms. I love hearing them talk. And listening to the Briticisms.
For the Empire, what?
Yes, we do it for the crown. You get a 3 out of 5. Those little British people don't make any sense. Just like Adam.
I make sense. At least 20% of the time.
20.
Right? 2 yesterday.
Up next, questionable dialogue in Shadow Ops from Mercury. Okay.
Next on G4 Tech TV.
Welcome
nuts, dude.
I'm Laura Swisher.
I'm your TV pal, Martin Sargent. All right, tonight's show is so full of vim, it'll pop you in the nose if you look at it crosswise.
Unscrewed with Martin Sargent, coming up next, only on G4 Tech TV.
Rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Yeah, welcome back to X-Play.
We have a covert military shooter for the Xbox. Why? Well, it seems people like to shoot things.
Shocking, isn't it?
Not really. Here's a review of Shadow Ops, Red Mercury.
You've been waiting, and now it's here. Maybe waiting isn't the right word. Not waiting at all says it better. Well, it's here anyway. This is Atari's newest first-person shooter for the Xbox, Shadow Ops Red Mercury, a game that has more cliches than junkies at a free clinic.
You never know who the hell to trust. Man on the street, supposed to be watching your back. Word to the wise, trust no one. Welcome to my nightmare.
Damn, now that's what I call wall-to-wall cliches. Shadow Ops tells the story of the redundantly named Red Mercury, a radical new bomb some terrorists had pilfered.
Do you know what Red Mercury is, Commander? A top-secret Russian nuke. That's about it.
You are Frank Hayden.
This is Frank Hayden.
A gritty, hard-bitten, flinty-eyed elite operative leading a small team to find the terrorists and disarm the bomb. Just imagine the power to wipe out millions of innocent people with a nuke the size of a briefcase. If you can't stop them, then restart the level and try to stop them again, for God's sake! The back of the box says Shadow Ops has relentless first-person shooter combat, which actually is true. There's a lot of shooting to be had here, and the military-style weapons provide a fairly satisfying punch. Enemy AI does a good job of creating fracas, mostly via the sheer weight of their numbers. Bad guys do have a couple of tricks up their sleeves. But niftier tactics that require enemy coordination, like flanking, aren't here. Controls are pretty standard, but you use the left trigger for zooming in and the right trigger to fire. This two-trigger setup works well. Another small innovation is the ability to either throw a grenade or roll it along the ground. It's a lot like bocce ball. Actually, it's nothing like bocce ball. Your computer-controlled teammates provide recon, firepower, and high adrenaline moral support.
We're ready to rock, sir. Just say the word. How you feeling? Rock these unloaded, sir.
What the hell does that mean? And if I'm supposed to be in charge, why are these underlings telling me what to do?
Make sure that van is clear. Hayden, search those containers. Keep moving. Let's go.
You there, Sergeant Flim Flam, clear this alleyway.
Man, that was close.
I remember now. I'm incompetent. Moving on. Unfortunately, gameplay is very linear. If you play well, your main reward is surviving the level. But no matter what, your insertion chopper always crashes.
No way!
This guy always just slips away. And Funboy here always tries to shove a rocket down your gullet. Shadow Ops Red Mercury invokes the conventions of defining shooters like Call of Duty or Medal of Honor, but can't create similar thrills. It isn't bad. It isn't great. It's a 3 out of 5.
Of course, you could always just pick up a copy of the far superior Rainbow Six 3 if you want a military shooter for the Xbox.
And now don't stray too far from the warm, comforting glow of the television. When we come back, we have a Grand Theft Auto mod and another installment of It Came from Xbox Live.
And I'll be here too. I mean, that's the real selling point, you know.
Coming up, a Grand Theft Auto mod and more deep thoughts from Xbox Live.
All rocket to the wheels fall off.
That's a silverback. You can see the silver right on the back. Oh, great. He's making a call. He's making a peak hour call!
Just hope you're not roaming.
Too many restrictions on your wireless plan?
You want some of this, monkey boy?
Come to T-Mobile and talk whenever, nationwide.
Whenever.
T-Mobile gives you the most whenever minutes. 1,000 for just $39.99.
T-Mobile, get more.
Singular's having a huge back-to-school sale on camera phones. We're all getting Motorola's with Bluetooth technology. The Samsung with Zoom. Wait, I thought we agreed on the LG. It downloads games. It's Zoom. You know what, guys? We don't always have to do everything alike.
Celebrate back to school with up to $150 off a super wide selection of the coolest new camera phones available.
We call it our Now You Can Tell Us Apart plan.
Great savings on camera phones. Another reason Singular fits you best.
The clock will continue to run. 4th down, seconds remaining. They're going to need to call a TO.
Yo, this is T.O.
Game Informer calls it the one football game you must have. And IGN says it will own your soul. Get ESPN NFL 2K5 from ESPN Video Games.
Hey, how'd you get this number?
Rated E for everyone.
3 out of 4 angry Final Fantasy fans can't be wrong about Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Why do so many of our fellow dorks have hate in their hearts?
They're still upset about Aerith dying in Final Fantasy VII. You know, we didn't kill the character, people. We only made fun of the folks who cried about it.
Welcome back to X-Play. Coming up, we have a new installment of our cartoon series, It Came from Xbox Live. But first, we have a mod.
Ooh, let me guess. Battlefield 1942.
Nope.
Oh, Half-Life?
Nope.
Unreal Tournament?
Nope. It's actually a Grand Theft Auto Vice City mod. Here it is.
Oh.
What's more fun than pouring ice-cold milk over a brimming bowl of squirming daddy longlegs bodies, you say? How about a Grand Theft Auto Liberty City mod as a free download? Now you and your tiny felon can stroll the streets of a Liberty City that reaches out to more realistically bring you down. Bringing the Vice City engine to bear on GTA 3's crooked streets allows you to indulge that little part of everybody that belongs in hell with a smoother gaming experience. Translucent water. For all this town's problems, at least water pollution doesn't seem to be one of them. Upgraded driving physics, motorcycles, and the ability to call attack helicopters like a faithful pet leaves the citizens of Liberty in an awkward position, right square in the middle of your bad side. If you find yourself in a flaming car that's about to take you to hell with it, you can stunt roll out, but it's gonna hurt. The real thrill here is the total disregard for anything in your way and of your own pugilistic little dude's sense of personal safety. This mod allows you to fly through the air with the greatest of ease within the once slightly confining world of GTA 3. Disregarding authority figures while rocking to the radio, meeting people, and making friends. So, download this mod, the price is right, and see Liberty City through an entirely new pair of eyes.
Oh, it's nice to see mopeds in Liberty City, and better graphics, too.
Yes, if anything, the graphical upgrades have shown me that what I really want is my violence to be rendered in crisp, clean polygons.
And what online gamers want, well, we can't really tell what they want, but they all seem to have a song in their hearts. Here's another look at some of the strangest things we've ever heard on Xbox Live.
It came from Xbox Live.
They don't even know the name of my band. But they're not even badass rappers anymore. They're just like f***ing around doing comedy. All of my days, all of my names. Your mama's a hoe. Hold up. Dang. We're gonna rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up. Up in the street.
Rock the jungle. Rock the jungle.
You know, 911 is coming to your town. Those aren't the lyrics, dude. Tell me the lyrics. A 911's a joke in your town. Joke. Not coming to you.
Well, that was really informative.
Yes, people shouldn't sing. Why are you singing on Xbox Live?
I think it's also, now I feel older because I do know my Public Enemy, and you know, and
you do know the words.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Assuming you did, and you didn't just tune in right now.
Right, you can go to g4techtv.com for more information about our show, pictures of us like you'd want them, and reviews.
That's some good learning.
Coming up next, Unscrewed, followed by Anime Unleashed at midnight.